The Leafs grinded their way to a Game 5 win to stay alive and fight another day. This was the first time that the Leafs have won a second round playoff game since April 10th, 2004. This game looked a lot different than most games that the Leafs have played so far in this playoffs. It started off much more defensive. The Leafs sat back a little bit and they held back from their typical run and gun style hockey. This led to less odd man rushes, more blocked shots, and overall a lot of play around the perimeter. Nylander got the Leafs on the board first when he scored off a strange bounce that actually hit the ref's knee. It came right to him in the slot and then he buried it. This seemed just like what the Leafs needed. Throughout this series, yes, they've been outplayed for a lot of the time, but they also haven't had much puck luck. Finally, they got a bounce and Nylander capitalizes. Bobrovsky has been stellar this series, and how do you beat a goalie that is seemingly stopping everything that comes his way? You get in front of his eyes, take away his vision. That is exactly what Ryan O'Reilly did on the Leafs' second goal. Marner receives a pass from McCabe and then floats one towards the net, and ultimately it gets through everyone and it finds the back of the net. This put the Leafs ahead by 2. And as we all should know by now, those pesky Panthers, they never seem to go away. Kerfoot takes a penalty, the Panthers go to the power play, and Reinhart ends up driving home a puck that squeaks through wall with 7 minutes to go in the third. Down the stretch, I think the Leafs did a really good job of locking it down defensively. It was clear that everyone bought in and they wanted to win bad. Lots of blocked shots, unselfish plays, and one thing that I noticed when the Panthers pulled Bobrovsky to get the extra attacker, the Leafs had multiple chances to shoot at the open cage from their zone. Every time, the Leafs player just elected to softly dump it into the Panthers' ice to avoid a potential icing call. So, can the Leafs really do this? Can they continue to claw their way back and force a Game 6 or even 7? Before we jump into my thoughts, please subscribe if you enjoy the content. It goes a long way for me and it helps out a ton. Anyways, so my answer is yeah, I think they can do it. But they're going to have to play some of the best hockey they've played all year. The Leafs have their roster that makes them capable of completing this comeback, in my mind at least. They're deep, they are physical, and they have the star power. They need to continue to meet the intensity level of the Panthers and also the home crowd. They haven't played great at home, winning just 1 game out of 5 so far this playoffs at home. The Leafs, they had the 3rd best record at home in the regular season, as they went 27, 8, and 6. They need to channel this and get some victories at home if they want to win this series. They will also need the core 4 to play well, as they did in Game 4 and most of their series against the Lightning. Marner really stepped up in Game 4, playing maybe the best playoff game of his career. He had a goal, he had an assist, and he also had 4 hits. He was clearly very engaged from puck drop. The biggest question mark for the Leafs going forward is goaltending. Joseph Woll played really good in Game 4, which was the first playoff start of his career. He stopped 24 of 25 shots. Can he be good enough, though, to get a couple more wins here? I'm not sure. He's got a lot to prove, and he's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, especially playing in front of the Toronto crowd. I do think that the Leafs can win this in 7, but to win 4 in a row against this Panthers team, it'd be very tough. What do you guys think the results of this series end up being? Comment below. Thanks for watching this video, and please share it with a friend who you think would enjoy it.